Hey friends, thank you so much for watching another video. Today we're going to be working on this Nintendo Wii. I have been putting off doing a Nintendo Wii video for so long, simply because I know there is so many little tiny parts, so many screws to keep track of, and it's just a bit of a tedious job, I think. However, this Wii, honestly, it's not too bad. It's a little dusty, but I can see in the fan it doesn't look too dirty in there. But it could just do with a bit of a clean anyway. I could probably just give it a wipe over and call it a day, but I think it'd be better to just know that on the inside is completely nice and tidy. So today I'm going to go ahead and tear that down, give it a bit of a wash, bit of a bath, and then hopefully it should be looking awesome afterwards. The black console is very prone to scratches, and as you can see on this one, there is a lot of swirls and scratches, so I might even give it a bit of a polish. I've got some polish that I use for car things. Might clean it up a bit, might make it a bit shiny, a bit less scuffed looking. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so stick around. I'm going to complete teardown, give it a bath, give it a bit of a clean up, and hopefully after that it should be looking awesome. So stick around, watch me do that, and please enjoy. So the first thing we'll do is remove these top port covers by simply lifting them out. Then on the base we can remove the clock battery. Back on top there are 3 Phillips head screws holding down this cover. The cover then unclips and slides out the way, revealing 4 more screws. After removing 2 Phillips head screws, we can then switch to our tri-wing bit and remove the other 2 screws. Back on the base, we'll need to remove 3 stickers and 1 of the rubber feet to reveal 4 more screws. 2 tri-wing and the rest are Phillips head screws. Then on the underside, we'll need to remove 2 more stickers, then the faceplate can be removed. Finally, 2 more rubber feet can be removed to reveal the last 2 hidden tri-wing screws. Now the top cover and metal shield can be lifted out. Now I knew it was clean, but I didn't expect it to be this clean in here. All I was able to find was this little cobweb with a single port ant in it, and that's it. Even the fan is reasonably tidy for a 16-year-old console. Oh well, on with the teardown. The only thing holding the faceplate together is 3 Phillips head screws. With those removed, it can be entirely pulled apart. The next thing to remove is the disk drive, which is held in by 4 screws in each corner. It can then be lifted up to reveal 2 cables. The first can be pulled out, but the second is held down by a small latch. I won't be pulling apart the disk drive as it's super fiddly, and this one is near immaculate, so I'll just set it aside. Next to come out is the fan, which is held in with 2 screws and 1 plug. This antenna lifts up and can be moved out of the way. The plastic pieces are held in by 7 screws, then they just lift out. This shield on the GameCube ports is held in by 3 screws, the middle one being shorter. This plastic piece above the SD card slot and the metal shield next to it come out together by removing 6 screws around the edge. Just make sure you don't lose this nut that holds the clock battery door in, as it just sits loosely in the plastic piece. Now we can remove the 9 screws around the edge to lift out the shield. These cables can now be moved out of the way. The Wi-Fi antenna can also be unplugged and removed if needed. Lastly, there are 4 more screws holding down the heatsink and board. With those removed, the board lifts right out. And that's it. There are quite a lot of pieces jammed into this tiny console. You don't realize how much goes into it until it's all spread out like this. Surprisingly, the internals are all in very nice condition. However, the plastics will still get a wash, so let's get started. The fan is the only thing that has any visible dust and dirt, so while everything else just gets a quick wipe off camera, the fan can get it clean with isopropyl alcohol and a cotton bud. I've got some Meguiar's cutting compound and polish that worked well on my car, so let's see how it'll work on the Wii. I decided to test it out on the top cover first before moving to the main stuff. As you can see, it's quite badly scuffed up, so let's see what happens with the quick cut and polish. As you can see, it's better, but not by much. I decided to just show some before and after for the other pieces just to see a real difference. Each piece had 3 passes with the cutting compound and 3 passes with the polish. Not perfect by any means, but definitely an improvement. Now that everything is polished up, let's slap it all back together. That's how far I got before I realized I forgot the disk drive plugs. much better. And there we go, just like that, we're all done. And the Wii looks pretty good. I'm not going to say it looks great because it definitely doesn't. It still has quite a few scratches on it, but this Wii's had a pretty rough life, and giving it the buff that I did has definitely improved the look of it. So I'm happy with it. All I wanted was a nice working Wii, especially a black one, because I do like the look of the black ones a bit better than the white. I think just because they're a little bit more, like tiniest bit rarer. So yeah, the black is definitely a nice look, and cool. Now I can go play Mario Kart as much as I want on the Wii, because why not? So I honestly don't think pulling apart a Wii like this is that difficult. I was kind of dreading it from the start, to be honest. From what I'd seen, it seems a bit tedious. However, it was not too bad. All you need to do is to keep track of the screws, where they go. All I use is a little ice cube tray. Sometimes I label where they go in the ice cube tray. And then it's super simple to pull apart and put back together that way. Having said that, again, I definitely did not need to pull this one apart. As you saw, it was pretty damn tidy on the inside. One tiny little cobweb on it, and that was about it. But if I keep rambling any longer, my camera will die. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every view, every subscription, everything like that. It means the world to me. So thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video, whenever that may be. Thanks for watching. Bye.